All right, let's talk about a paradox that drives so many of us absolutely crazy.
Sound familiar? You spend hours in the gym, you cut the carbs, you track every single calorie, and what happens? The scale just stares back at you. Or, even worse, the weight creeps right back on. It is so frustrating, isn't it? It feels like you're fighting this impossible uphill battle.
Well, here's the thing. It's probably not your fault. Seriously, it's not about willpower. It's about biology. See, when you go on a diet, your body kind of freaks out. Its survival instincts just kick into high gear. Your metabolism slams on the brakes to save energy, and your hunger hormones go through the roof because your brain is convinced you're starving. Your body couldn't care less about your goals. It's just trying to keep you alive.
Now just take a look at this. It's pretty wild. In the United States, the obesity rate is around 40%. But then you look at Japan, and it's a tiny 4.5%. And get this, they're eating rice and noodles pretty much every single day. So what is going on here? What's their secret? And I can tell you right now, it's not just genetics.
So in this explainer, we are going to break it all down. We'll look at the weight loss trap, we'll unlock the real secret, and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty, how they eat, what they eat, and the super important stuff they do that happens way beyond the plate.
Okay, let's dive in and unlock this secret. But first, we've got to bust a few myths. Because I promise you, the real reasons they're so healthy are way simpler and, frankly, a lot smarter than you'd probably guess.
Okay, myth number 1. Maybe they smoke less? Nope. It's actually the opposite. Way more men in Japan smoke compared to men in the US. So we can just throw that theory right out the window. All right, so if it's not smoking, they must be total gym rats, right? Living at the gym? Wrong again. Check this out. Only about 3.3% of people in Japan have a gym membership. Compare that to over 21% of Americans. So, no, the secret is not about punishing yourself with workouts. It's something else entirely. It's about a bunch of small, really powerful habits, and we're going to start with how they actually approach eating.
Okay, this next part is a really crucial piece of the puzzle, because it's not just about what you're eating, but how you're eating. It's about mastering the whole art of consumption.
We're going to break this down into 4 key ideas: mastering portions, slowing down, being intentional about snacks, and sticking to a schedule. So a lot of this starts with a cultural concept called matanai, and what it means basically is a deep regret over waste. But this isn't about your parents telling you to clean your plate, it's about a genuine respect for food. And that respect changes everything. It naturally leads to smaller portions right from the start. It's why meals are often served on lots of little plates, and why you almost never see doggy bags in restaurants. The whole goal is just to prepare exactly what you need.
You know, using chopsticks and all those small dishes, it has this amazing side effect. It forces you to slow down. It literally takes your brain about 20 minutes to get the message that you're full. So eating slowly is like this brilliant little hack to stop yourself from overeating. And you can do it too. Just try putting your fork down between bites. Simple, right? The same idea applies to snacking. They snack with intention, not while they're mindlessly scrolling on their phones. They actually ask themselves, wait, am I actually hungry or am I just bored?
All right, so we've talked about how they eat. Now let's get into what they eat. And don't worry, this isn't about getting rid of everything you love. It's all about small swaps that make a huge difference. We're going to hit on 3 game changers here: training your taste buds early, upgrading what fast food means, and completely resetting your sugar cravings.
And believe it or not, this starts super early, like in childhood. In Japan, school lunches are a huge deal. They're planned by nutritionists and made fresh every single day. We're talking real food: fish, rice, vegetables, soup. Think about that. It trains kids' taste buds to appreciate and even crave whole foods, not the processed stuff. That's a massive difference that sets them up for life.
And that idea extends to convenience food too. Here in the US, convenience usually means a greasy drive-through burger, right? Well, in Japan, they have something like 55,000 convenience stores, and they are packed with fresh, healthy options. We're talking rice bowls, salads, soups. It's a total game changer. When the easy option is also the healthy option, you're naturally going to make better choices. And then there's sugar. The average person in Japan eats about half the sugar that the average American does. Half! And if you're sitting there thinking, oh, I could never give up sugar, I love it too much, listen to this. A study found that if you cut way back on sugar for just 2 months, your brain actually recalibrates. Sweet foods start to taste 40% sweeter. Your taste buds can absolutely change.
And that's really what this is all about, right? It's like that great quote from James Clear. Habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. None of these things are drastic or crazy. They're just small, consistent habits that build up over time to create these incredible results.
Okay, so for the final piece, let's zoom out a little bit. Because this whole philosophy, it goes way beyond just what's on your plate. It's about weaving wellness into the very fabric of daily life.
There are 2 final habits that really tie this all together. The first is moving naturally, and the second is treating food like an actual experience.
So, remember how we talked about the super low gym memberships? Well, this is why. For them, exercise isn't this thing you have to schedule and dread. It's just part of the day. Kids walk to school. Adults take public transit, which means a lot more walking. Taking the stairs is just the normal thing to do. I love this idea. It's like sneaky exercise. All those little movements add up in a big way. So if there's one big thing to take away from all this, it's this. Staying slim and healthy isn't about restriction. It's not about crazy diets or killing yourself at the gym. It is a complete mindset shift. It's all about these small, mindful habits, balanced meals, moving your body naturally, and having a real respect for your food and for yourself.
Look, the goal here isn't to become Japanese overnight. That's not realistic, but we can absolutely borrow the principles that work. So think about everything we've just talked about, from just slowing down when you eat to finding ways to get some of that sneaky exercise in. What's the one thing? Which one of these habits will you try first?